Share what you thinking, what you thinking.
What's on your mind?
Share what you thinking, what you thinking.
Hey, what's on your mind?
Share what you thinking, what you thinking.
Tell me, what's on your mind?
Share what you thinking, what you thinking.
Hey, what's on your
Oh,
mind?
say what you thinking, what you thinking.
What's on your mind?
Share what you thinking, what you thinking.
Hey, what's on your mind?
Share what you thinking, what you thinking.
What's on your mind?
Share what you thinking, what you thinking.
What's on your mind? Hey,
Tell me, oh, tell me. Tell me, oh, tell me. Tell me, oh, tell me. Tell me, oh, tell me.
What's your topic, sir? You ready to go, Jen? You was cutting up on that one, girl.
Share what you thinking, what you thinking.
what's on your
Share
mind?
what you thinking, what you thinking.
Hey, what's on your mind?
Share what you thinking, what you thinking.
Tell me, what's on your mind?
Share what you thinking, what you thinking.
Hey, what's on your
Oh,
mind?
say what you thinking, what you thinking.
What's on your mind?
Share what you thinking, what you
Linda,
thinking.
Hey, what's on your mind?
Share what you thinking, what you thinking.
What's on your mind?
Share what you thinking, what you thinking.
What's on your mind? Hey.
You know you love me. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Hey, gatekeepers. How y'all doing today? I hope everybody's doing well. Me, I'm doing all right. Although, today is a funky day. Not, I don't really know how to describe it, but like I wasn't in the mood to do this because I didn't get to watch it. And I'm like, I don't know. I feel like taking a nap. I think I'm still tired because I've lost a lot of sleep in the past 2 weeks. And I'm trying to do a little catch up. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, if you're joining me here live or you're part of our amazing replay gang, catching us a little bit later, I'm so glad that you are here and that you are there. Special thank you to all of our moderators. Say hello to them. Hey, Mod Squad. Had to get down there to my graphic. I gotta move this stuff around. That makes sense to put it at the top instead of at the bottom, but it keeps moving my stuff around. But anyway, thank you guys for doing everything that you do to keep everything running smoothly down in the comment section. And replay gang, don't you forget to let me know you're here by leaving a comment as well, because of course those who are here now, there's those who can, they're always down there chatting and having themselves a good time. If you're enjoying the channel, don't forget to hit the like button for me and subscribe if you haven't already, and share the stream with other Beyond the Gates fans on some of those pages and stuff that you guys are on. That includes my admission for the contest that Beyond the Gates is having. I would appreciate if you guys would share my little, I'm going to put it on YouTube here, because you may not be on my Instagram page. So I'm going to put it on, I'm going to upload it to YouTube as well. Give me a second. Let me see. I might do that right now before I forget again. Anyway, what have you guys been into? What y'all been doing? Y'all been behaving yourselves or now? Hold on. Let me see if I can upload this video. It says drag your file. Okay, I'm going to select a file. Let me see. Is it on my computer? I think it is. Now I don't see it, and it should be over here. Let's see. Can you guys still hear me? How do I get out of here? Okay, hold on. Can you guys hold on? Let's just come out of here because I don't know if y'all guys can still hear me. Y'all can still hear me, right? I think so. I want to download this. I could have sworn it was in this computer, but it is not in this laptop. That's strange. Skip for now. Did y'all do, on Facebook, when they keep asking you to put that pin in to like get to your messages? Have y'all been doing that where it's like get all your messages, your archive messages into your pin? I'm like, first of all, I ain't never entered no pin, so I don't know what you're talking about. So what pin is we talking about, ma'am, sir, miss? What we talking? So due to that fact, I don't never get in that, okay? I do not. All right, hold on. Let me see. It says create a post. Create a post, new playlist, go live, upload videos. Okay, let's upload this video. Then I'm going to select this. See, now you want to show up after I put it in here again. I knew this was already in my computer. Hey, you guys. Hold on, give me a second. I want to upload this. All right, I'm going to say The name of this is My Admission for the Beyond the Gates, GATES, contest, CONTEST. Wait a minute. Child, CONTEST. TEST, contest. And then I want to hashtag so what you think and hashtag Beyond the Gates. Give me a second, you guys. Why does I think that looks like it's spelled wrong? I know Linda over there going, because it probably is. Linda, I hear you all the way in Chicago. I know yes, okay, I am spelling it wrong. Okay, there we go. That looks, would you stop? Okay, that's it. Thank you. Lord. I'm going to use our hashtag gatekeepers, but baby, everybody want to be a gatekeeper. Y'all started something with that name, even though I know it's pretty common to have picked to be that. And they probably put it in chat and said, what's a good name? The name of the show. And then it said Gatekeepers, not knowing that Tony Lynn gave us that name way before we was messing with chat like that. I'm going to put, I hope they pick me. I hope. Oh, girl, you got hope, not hope. Hope they pick me. Boom. I got too many? Oh, Lord. Okay, let's put. Okay, wait. Okay, we'll just leave it at that. All right. I'm now here. Down here, I'm going to put I hope they pick me for this contest. And then I forgot that this is by the. Okay, it is by the NAACP. And it's by Beyond the Gate CBS. Why do I keep wanting to put a U in Beyond? Girl, what is wrong with you? Okay, Beyond the Gate CBS. Let's do that. Thank you. And pound CBS. All right. So that's it. Select your audience. Let's go next. We ain't worried about no monetization right now. Let's just get it up. Oh my God. Okay, let's turn it on then, because y'all want me. I gotta pick. I'll pick. Sorry to put y'all through this with me, but I want to do this now before I forget again. Wait a minute. What I gotta pick now? Jesus, none of the above. Let's go. Okay, submit my rating. Next. 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 Let's just make it public. Linda, I can spell. I just sometimes spell beyond with a U. Some of y'all don't. I do. Okay. All right, there we go. 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 I'm done now. Let me get on back over here to y'all. All right. Anyway, thank you all for being so patient with me on that. I appreciate you so very much. You know, Linda, only you and B-Lo DD is all spelling snobs. Like them old big words and stuff and all being all funny about spelling. You know, long as you know what I said, you know what I'm saying. You can figure this. God made your brain like that to figure out stuff when somebody's saying something that's not grammatically correct, that's not spelled correctly. Anyway, Today is just going to be a little bit different. I wasn't able to catch the episode earlier. I mean, I was able to get the pictures and stuff, but I was in and out of the room because I had other stuff going on. So if you've already seen the episode, good for you. I saw who was in scenes today, but I didn't know what was being said. Like I know Isaiah met with his daddy. I know that Eva talked to Dr. Kyle, and I'm trying to figure out why. I know that it ended up with Nicole being like, Ted said I love you. Child. Shanice. Child. Shanice. Anyway, let me pull out my little romper room mirror and see who up in here. I thought I wasted 11 of y'all minutes. I sorry. For those that be like, she be wasting too much time. I sorry. I'm just going to say the names as I see them, okay? Linda Bias is in the house. Hello to you. Miss Coretta JB5 is in the house. Hello to you. Myrtle Tister is in the house. Good evening to you. Miss Lil is in the house. Hey, Miss Lil. Did I say Coretta JV5? I can't remember, but if not, if I did, I'm saying it again. Miss Belinda Hill is in the house, and Unicorn Jim, hey, is in the house as well. Veronica Warren is in the house as well. And let's see who else got. Lightning Storm has checked in. Hello to you. Am I missing anybody? Let's see. Wait, Peggy is in the house. Hey, Peggy. Let's see who else is checked in. That's it. Okay, so that's everybody that's in the chat right now. I'm just speeding fast because I wasted 11 minutes of you guys' time. All right, so let's get to it. I'm gonna unlock the gates and find out what had happened was today on Beyond the Gates, because I don't even know. Gatekeepers, it's time for our daily dose of Beyond the Gates Unlocked. All right. Oh, wait. My Bluetooth is connected to my phone. Let me disconnect that. Then I know I need to turn this down. I do not claim to own a thing over here. I'm not playing anything. I'm simply talking about it as I watch it. But the Fair Act use of 1976 is what we're about to be claiming. We are over here to do this for learning, for getting all of the details of a showdown so that we can historically keep it down, keep it together, and make sure that all of our facts are correct when discussing the show. At the end, we are all hoping to get our PhDs in dupreology. And therefore, again, we're not claiming to own anything. I'm not trying to misuse anything. I'm not trying to say nothing mine, not nothing. Everything is alleged, including my name. All right. So the scene opens up with Shanice and Dr. Rollins. I didn't even get a picture of this. So I don't even know how I missed that. But okay. Do I even have a picture of them? Okay, let's just use this one. Okay, so Shanice and Dr. Rollins are about to have a conversation. Let's see what this was about. He's like, ooh, somebody in a good mood. She's like, ooh, you back. Where was you at this time? At an orthopedic conference. You know what, you Shanice, girl, you right, because this man traveled more than Superman, more than Batman. You like God, you everywhere. Okay. And I can't figure it out, but okay, he was at a orthopedic, blah. Oh, y'all like that Dr. Rollins? That Dr. Rollins, okay. You know, the focus was on pro athletes, okay. He said, you should have been there. You ever want to change the NFL, would be lucky to have your PT Magic. You know what? He ain't lying about that. Now, girl, you can make some money. Hey, Miss KB, mommy. Let me put up her. Thank you for this, KB. You know, you can make a lot of money, girl, meet a lot of people, especially after Ted get through doing what he gonna do to you, which is disappoint you, girl. I'm sorry, but he is. But anyway, yeah, you can make a lot of money and you know, doing physical therapy for them, and you could just work with the team that's there in town. You ain't got to travel, girl, unless they need you to travel to some of the away games, you know. And if you're that good, they may just want you over there. Who knows? All right, let's see. She was like, what? I ain't leaving here and leave all this. What going on here? I love it over here. She said, Garling is where I belong. She said, I understand that I soaked up all the knowledge I could, and I was ready to head back myself. And she's like, let me guess why. Begins with a Nicole, ends with a Dupree, says the woman who's practically dancing behind her desk. Is there for any particular reason you over here dancing? She's like, I just woke up on the right side of the bed. My patient's calling me. Let me go. He was like, yeah. Yeah, and you got to inform him about where his woman at. Shanice, girl, we watching you, girl. Okay, so now they switch over to the Duprees. And Nicole is over there visiting her mom and her daddy. It's so nice of you, girl. Anyway, let me find a picture. I know I had a. Yeah, here it is. Okay. I don't know how this stuff got out of order, but okay. Oh, Vernon is all excited about going over there to get him speeches over there down there to that school. Over there with that woman to be flirting with you. Is that where you going, Vernon? Mm-hmm. He said, those kids give me a hope for the future. And this woman being all lit up again. Anita being lit up gives him life. And she says, how's your soreness today, mother? She said, it's fading. You know, let me stop and say that this kimono that Miss Anita Dupree is wearing today is all of the things. I have never seen one like it. I'm thinking that y'all must have bought that stuff and put it around the edge of there because I ain't never seen this before. This is nice. She said as soon as she gets on with this phase of her treatment, she can say goodbye to the big C for good because she ain't having it no more. Every Dupree is in a good place, Vernon says. And then Nicole is like, well, we all happy for you. And they was like, wait a minute, hold on. I can't be happy unless my whole brood is. So what's this? What's going on? You know, it's one thing about you parents. Y'all be having that we know what's happening. Like, oh, her mama told her sit. Hold on. What's going on? She's like, it's not a fiber line fire that needs fixing today. Vernon like, well, now I'm not comforted by that neither. And Anita was like, I'm not either. She said, ask Danny. It's not mine to tell. And I gotta go because I'm running late. You know what, girl, you supposed to keep your mouth closed. But then again, they did ask you. She looked nice today. Nicole looked nice today. Vernon's like, did she just kiss and run? Anita said, I'm still swift. I could go catch her. He says, no, we want our girls to confide in each other. So let's not just go over there like that. So let's just go to the source and talk to Danny. Anita says that Danny has been on a longer than usual chaos-free streak. You know, then that's true. Because you all remember back in the early days when Danny was on something every other day. Danny did this, Danny did that, Danny did this. And the only thing that stopped Danny from doing a bunch of stuff is marrying Andre. When she married Andre, all of that kind of slowed down. It did. Anita said, now with all that silence we done had from Danny, I'm just wondering what she done got herself into. Now, you know what, Anita, don't worry, girl, it's a doozy. You know, it be them quiet when you gotta watch. Oh, wait, we don't want none of this playing. We don't want none of that playing. Okay, there we go. All right, so now we go over to Orphe Jeans. Don't go out there. Have the aliens landed or something? Okay, so it's hotter than these. Vanessa comes into Orphe Jeans and she strikes up a conversation with June. You know, sidebar, we got to find, hey, Frank G. Life and Jasmine, we got to find something better to do with June than to have her pouring waters and coffees and things. So y'all got to figure out something to do with June. Please, and hurry up and thank you. Okay, she got some nice cold water for Miss Nessa. Nessa look good in this dress today she got on too. She look cute. You know, Vanessa, girl, I would like to say though, who be drinking out of the glass? Hey, Rhonda Reed, who be drinking out the glass, putting our natural lips on the glass that they gave us at the restaurant? I do not. Girl, you ain't had a straw, and you on stage. You know, you on camera. Why you ain't got no straw? I ain't put my mouth on that. Oh, no. If they pick me for this role, I'm gonna have a straw here in my purse, down in my bosom. I am. Cause I ain't doing that. I don't know where this cup been. She said Deanna's home and working in my agency, and Donnell is taking a couple courses this summer. Where has Donnell been? Let me pause. Where has Donnell been? You know, Donnell's real life daddy is the boss of CBS. Huh? Okay. He was like, I don't feel like it. Rhonda said they do that. Babe, we ain't putting our lips on no glass. June said, you please tell him I said hi, because you know he was nice enough to take my daughter to Cotillion. Maybe Donnell can give Tyrell the tea on Banneker? Girl, baby girl June, Tyrell ain't going no Banneker unless that girl done got knocked up with a baby and her mama them gonna make her go to Banneker now. Because Tyrell gonna run off to California. I'm just letting y'all know. You must be so proud of your son. She's like, I am of both of my kids. That's nice. She said it's so hard to believe that Tyrell is old enough, but to be a big college man. But he is. Time flies. She's like, I remember when Doug and I found out about Deanna and Donnell was accepted. We were bursting. I'm sorry. Was you home long enough, Vanessa, to know what your kids was doing? Because, girl, you know you do so much stuff. I just don't believe in you as no good mama. Y'all be talking about Ted and Nicole. This who you need to be talking about ain't no good mama. Talking about they the worst parents. They worse parents than Nessa? I don't think so. Let's go on. So June is saying how she loves it. She gets to see her kids all the time and be a part of their big important moments. She's really happy about that. Okay, that's a good point. Vanessa said you never set out to hurt your kids, and that accounts for a lot. She's like, I used to tell people all the time, June is a good actor. This girl Jasmine is a good actress. But anyway, Vanessa did look real cute today. She did. Okay, now they down to the precinct. Hold on. Jacob talking to his fine daddy. Jacob fine daddy. Let's see what Jacob fine daddy talking about. Hold on.
Robbery? Yeah, you wanted to look it over, remember? Later, lunch. At least I think I do. You're not sure?
Okay, so Jacob finds out that his daddy and his brother supposed to meet up for lunch, and he like, wait, what? Yeah, we with you. Wait, what? He's like, why, daddy? What's wrong? I know you thought your daddy about to lose a lung or something, didn't you? He's like, that's my son. Ain't that reason enough? Jacob ain't buying it. Jacob's like, no, what's up? Because the first thing I'd have been like, is daddy, is you all right? Now, Eva and her man is over there with her foots all up in his lap and they talking. Let's see about what. It's hard to leave my couch, my book, and my man. But my physical therapy awaits. He's in deep thought because he's looking at that text message he done got from his daddy. He said he gonna drive her. Listen. I need me a bugaboo man too. No, you can't do that. Wait, I'm gonna do that for you. No, you can't drive to the doctor. I'm gonna take you out. He a bugaboo man. I want me a bugaboo man just like that. Okay, let me keep looking. Okay, so. Okay, he want to meet at Orphy Jeans. He said, I'm gonna tell him I'm otherwise occupied. Now Eva got to talk to him. He was like, you don't even know what it's about. He said, he just expect me to drop everything I'm doing to go get judged. He says, nah, I'm not doing it. Okay, that's cute. He said, all is right with the world. I'm in my happy place and kicking it with my lady, and I love watching you read, girl. And then boom, here come a text from my daddy blowing up my whole fantasy. He said, I'm 17 again, ducking him. No. So Eva's like, so hard pass? But he thinking about it. I said, it's very handsome. He said, I'm not up for another round of awkward silence, followed by a trip down memory lane of all my misdeeds. Okay. So it sounds like as Isaiah's daddy has, Elon, you fine, but we're gonna have to work on your approach with your children because this ain't good. The boy don't even want to come sit and talk with you because he knows it's about to be a bunch of negativity. But Eva's trying to encourage him softly to go. He said he ain't curious at all, but yes, he is. He's like, what if it got something to do with Mom, with Luke? I don't need y'all bringing up Luke name one more time till we see some Luke. We don't believe it's a Luke till we done forgot all about Luke. Did y'all even know that the other brother name was Luke?
That's where my mind would jump, so he's being deliberately cryptic.
Okay. He said his daddy being cryptic and he ain't telling me what's going on. That's true. He could have said what he wanted. Isaiah feel like he walking into a burning building. He's like, I don't like it. He gonna surprise me with some mess. Isaiah tall drink of water, ain't it though? So he calls. His daddy doesn't pick up. I don't blame him. Elon know not to pick up because he know you gonna try to cancel. He's like, my daddy got me right where he want me. I can't mess around. I gotta find out. Okay. Back over at the precinct. Hold on. Jacob and his fine daddy. Hey, be on purpose. They talk again. He says Isaiah's in, so you don't have to call him back. Oh, so he called Jacob, not his daddy. That's what it was. Okay. He said, how do you know he called me? He said, look, without touching my phone, I already know my brother's wondering just as hard as I am, which you won't. He said, it's your mother. What about his mother? Oh, she been on them about getting the boys around the family dinner table. Okay, are you gonna have them all or where Luke at? He been doing some thinking about Isaiah. It's time to mend fences. Oh, that's nice. I just hope your brother can show up without being on the defensive. Well, you the one built this. You the one built that fence for him to be defensive about. Okay, they said that's how you always act, Elon. Unless you listen to me. Hold on, Jacob is the oldest. Jacob is the oldest and the littlest. Ain't that something? Okay. So his daddy said, well, tell me what I need to know, son. Okay, so Jacob says, when it comes to Isaiah, stick to safe subjects. Eva, his job, the weather, things like that. Just ask questions and listen. He said, if I wanted to be micromanaged, I'd have told your mother. He said, you didn't? He says, and you better not either. He said, because you already think things are going to go south. So he's trying to talk to him now. He said, you already tried it your way. You may as well try it this way to get a different outcome with him. And that's all I'm going to say. Because insanity is doing something the same way, expecting a different outcome. Plant a watermelon, you get a watermelon. You play stupid games, you get stupid prizes. That's all it is. Okay, so he got to get on over to Orphagene's. He tired of y'all not believing that this time he ain't going to act no fool. The Orphagene popping. Because now Nicole done showed up down here to meet up with Nessabelle. The two grandmamas. And they both look good. June, we have to schedule some more time together this soon before time for our boy to go to Banneker is coming up. Wait a minute. I want to see what June called him at first. She said, my baby boy. Tyrell. Okay, I thought we was about to find out Tyrell had another name. Our boy has made us all proud. All right, well, I'm going to get the two of you set up over there, she says, and gets them to their table. Girl, did you almost fall? Hold on. Let me see what happened. I thought she almost fell or something. Okay, so they sit down to talk, Vanessa and Nicole. She might have thrown a grenade into someone's day. She about to confess that she done halfway told on Naomi and Danny. Okay, if it's someone you care about, I will be forgiven. At least that's what I tell myself. She said somebody's feeling themselves today. They gonna get her a sweet tea. You know, she studied got her mouth. Not mouth. Study got her mouth all over this glass. Nicole, now I know, you know, but I think they all drink out the glasses. I think they do. Who's in charge of washing the glasses on set? Is that your whole job, is to wash the glasses and make sure they clean? Because I can't just be putting my mouth on these glasses. Do y'all got a kitchen over there with a certified dishwasher? I don't know. I don't like that. Mm-mm. All right, over to Danny. She gets a phone call from her daddy. She's like, "Hi, Daddy." He says, "Am I catching you at a bad time?" She's like, "Pam and I were about to get lunch with a Model Y." He says, "Well, do you think you can stop by the house on your way before you go do what you do?" She's like, "Okay, yeah." She says, "Well, we're trying to figure out." Now, Nita drinking out her glass, but she at her house drinking out the glass. But still, I need to know who in charge of cleaning the glasses on set. I would like to interview them. Okay, she came by. She's like, "What's going on?" "I've been playing worst case scenario in my head the whole way over here." He said, "We've been doing the same. Is there something you want to share with us, Danielle?" She's like, "Oh, why do I feel like I'm 12 years old and I just snuck out of my room?" "No, we're thinking about something more recent you might be hiding." Girl, you know the first thing she thinking is Bill. She's like, "Whatever you heard is not what you think. And people shouldn't be talking out of school, especially not by Bill and me. Nothing has changed between us, not now, nor ever." Now, see, you know what? This remind me of the time I told on myself. See, you got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, baby. Because when I was 16, my mom and daddy had gone to Hawaii. And she had told me not to be doing too much. You know, I had my learner's permit and everything, you know. But my best friend had her license, you know, so we could drive. And so anyway, my best friend came and picked all us up while my mom and them was gone. And we would stop in different places and we decided to go to this little boy house. And so we go over to the little boy house and, you know, my mama knew his mama. But anyway, she was like, "Do your mama know you over here?" I'm like, "No, ma'am." So anyway, when my mama came back, she said, "I want you to know that I heard about that you went over there to somebody's house." And I said, "We wasn't over there that long, Mama. Anyway, his mama was home and we all sat there in the living room together." And she was like, "Mm-hmm." Now, I was talking about that you went by over there to somebody else's. I forgot somebody had to use the washroom, and we went by her house for her to use the washroom, and we all went in and spoke to her mom and them. My mama said, "Now, that's what I was talking about. I heard you had stopped over there to the Wilsons." I was like, "Oh, okay." So, Danny, you just had the same moment, baby. You should have just been quiet. But, girl, now they done sat down. They like, "Who said something about Bill?" Bernie said, "Who said something about you and Bill? We weren't even concerned about you and a Bill. Should we be?" Danny like, "Oh, okay, now." Oh, Lord. You know, Danny and Malone talking dirty after dark be too much for me. It'd be too much. But anyway, Malone walks in. He on the phone with I know is Leslie talking about, "You know I don't go nowhere without my handcuffs." What y'all old people need with that for? What do y'all need with that for? Lord. "I can't wait to arrest you," he don't tell her. Jacob said, he said, "Hey man, you got some bleach over there because I need to scrub my image." "I'm with you. I don't want to hear all that." He said, "Get you and your criminal lady love out of my mind." He said, "I work hard and I celebrate harder." And now that her child's on the mend, Leslie's in rare and more finer form. Ooh, Malone, that agitates me because you were not there for Leslie at all. She shouldn't even be entertaining you. You old tomcat, you. Okay, so he's like, "I'll talk about something else." He says, "Something just crossed my desk and it has your name all over it." Jacob is like, "What's that?" Okay, now back at the hospital, Eva walks in and she sees Dr. Rollins. And he says, "Eva, you here for a follow-up?" She says, "No, I got a PT session with Shanice." He says, "She's on rounds." She says, "Okay, well, since I have you, I know Kat's doing her PT with you." He says, "You want to race around the desk again?" She's like, "Maybe if she's doing that well." Is she? I know you have that confidentiality, but maybe you can just blink once for yes. I wish. She said it was worth a try. She looked good when I saw her, she said, but maybe I could just text my dad, but I'm trying to respect half sister boundaries. But at the same time, she's the reason that I'm alive. The lines are kind of blurred right now. Because hypothetically, it would be safer to say that someone with that level of mobility and who actually isn't on PT roster is doing quite well. She said, that's good to hear, hypothetically. Oh, that was nice of him. That was nice of him. You know, I have to say now, Dr. Rollins is looking a little refreshed. He is. He's looking nice. She said this is her longest stretch without working out. Without working since she was 10. Eva been working since she was 10? Oh, she had a lemonade stand. She worked at the salon. She said, I was born to hustle and I miss it. I'm itching to get back to work. He says, and your dad's keeping you off your feet. A transplant is not a joke, he tells her. She says, I can sit at my desk at the practice as easily as I can sit at home on my couch at home. She thinks that her dad is being too overly protective. And he says, but I have to agree with Ted. He says, as a doctor? He said, as a dad. Okay, now down to Orpha-Jeans. Jacob, old fine daddy, done made it around at the Orpha-Jeans, stops and look at June. June, I know what you thinking, girl. You looking at him like, ooh, Jacob daddy fine. God knows what you thinking, because that's what we be thinking every time we see him. Jacob daddy fine. I might start defending him over Bill. Bill, I might have to quit you for Jacob, old fine daddy. I had to wait to see, though. I don't know. Anyway, he stops and speaks to Nicole and Vanessa. And then he talks to June. And she says, if it isn't my favorite chief, you didn't call in. So does that mean you're going to be staying a while? He said, I need a booth for 2. And that was one of the rare times he smiled because he don't get to smile too much. Look at him smiling. Oh, wait a minute. June, was you just checking the man out? Let me see. June was just checking him out. Hold on. Okay, he said, I need a booth for 2. She said, okay. Right there. She said, you go on and sit yourself down. June. Did y'all see June checking out Jake and them fine daddy? She said, you go on and sit yourself down. June. Girl, I don't blame me though, because he is fine though. He is good looking. I mean, wait a minute, June ain't just looking, she lingering. But anyway, back over to this table over here. Okay, so now Vanessa's running back over what happened down to the uptown with her daughter and her man. And it went so well. Nicole's like, girl, you sure you ain't imagining that? She's like, no, Deanna is really making an effort, you know. Joy may never be her favorite person, but you know, if that's not progress, I don't know what to tell you. She sat and broke bread. Nicole's like, I don't know. It's quite a departure from how she first took to Joy. She's like, she was mourning. That was months ago. She maintained her resistance all these months. She goes, but she's in a much better place right now, and we're closer now that we're working together. Nicole know better. Nicole's like, well, Deanna has always run hot and cold. I just want you to manage your expectations. She's like, oh, I will, girl, don't worry. As long as I'm getting what I want. Okay, now, here come Isaiah fine self. June grinning at him, too. He's like, tell me who's hurt or who's sick. He said, things are fine. I just want to have a sit down with my son. He said, you made me worry for nothing. He said, it's the only way I could get you here. He said, you right about that? Elon, sit your little tail down, see what your daddy wants, child. My brain went to Bill because of that scare. Okay, wait, hold on. Hold on 1 second. Now, Danny do know how to lie to her mom and daddy real good. She do. Because the first thing she said was like, oh, I'm sorry. The reason why I said what I did is because, you know, my mind had first went to the fact that Bill was just now sick. That's all. They was like, okay. He said, oh, we knew. We know. And we're glad he's back on his feet. But Anita gets right to it. She's like, but what that got to do with you? Well, the kids wrote me in to go in and visit him because they thought Bill needed me. And you know how he gets when he's sick. But I gently reminded them that he has a wife now and While Haley doesn't exactly scream caregiver, he's her problem, not mine. Her mother was like, oh, okay. She's like, don't you scare us like that. Bursting in here now with Bill on your lips. They thought she might have had a weak moment. Let me tell you something. Anita. She said, Anita has said that she busted in there with Bill on her lips. And that they thought that she had had a weak moment. Now, your daughter had more than a weak moment. And Bill done had his lips on more than her lip, baby. Bill done been all over throughout everything cooking cakes, baby. He done made a pound cake, a regular cake, a cheesecake. They done made a lot of things while they was in that elevator. I'm about to tell you now. But anyway, let's proceed. They was like, forgive us, girl. We know you wouldn't have did that. We know you wouldn't have did that. Should have never entered our minds. She's like, well, my track record is enough. Girl, more than your track record. So now he's like, now tell us what the big mystery is. Nicole gave us the impression something serious is going on. But she stopped short. She's like, she told you that? We know both our daughters so well that we can tell when something is troubling them. Now, don't get mad at your sister. She says, I'm not mad. I'm sad. There is some news about Naomi. She's like, what's happening with our granddaughter? Okay, now, back to Malone and Jacob. Because he going to tell Jacob, I got something you could be doing. Ain't nobody asked you to get nobody nothing to do. But anyway, he said, last time I checked, it was the chief's job to be assigning cases. He says, your dad's playing keep away on this one. Probably wants to give you a breather after the plasma ring thing. He says, but you think I'm good for it? He said, there's a guy doing a quarter to life up in Jessup Correctional. Word is he's got info that'll help us nail more members of his crew. Okay, he said, what's the play? To pose as a convict, moving to a cell. Wait, hold on. So, you want Jacob to go into general population, which is Gen Pop. You want him to go into general population in a prison to pose as an inmate? No, brother. No. But then again, I'm going to tell y'all something. That scene where they shot the whole thing where Derek got pow-powed could easily turn into a jail set. Maybe that's what it's going to be. But Jacob, I hope you don't do this, because that boy that you got into it with the impaler thing is locked up. Is he not? This is dumb, but okay. But I know he going to want to do it because he crazy. Are they trying to get rid of you, Jacob? He's like, yeah, I don't know, man. He said, so the big man's just going to ride his first win forever. Why is Malone trying to push Jacob into doing something that's dangerous? Because every police officer knows this is a very dangerous thing to do for a police officer to be caught in general population like that. But baby, when you in there, and then a lot of times them people who work at them places be dirty. I can't. Why you don't like Jacob? He said, you need to prove to every cop here that you're more than just the chief's son. Don't he sound like the devil when he was up on the hilltop talking to Jesus? He was like, is it really so? Don't you know that if you were to do such and so that you could be this and that, and you ain't got to wait, and once you go on and let it be known what you can do, and yada yada yada. This sound like a bully talking to somebody. Malone don't like Jacob. Who Malone got it in for? You or your daddy? He punking you. Here's your chance. And what other answer is there than heck yes that you want to do it? Jacob, are you really this slow? Okay, so now June is over here trying to take orders for the boys, the guys. Okay. Elon, you coming in hot already. He said, how's Eva doing? He says, glad everything's working out. He said, you could have texted me and asked me that. Why am I really here? He says, this dynamic that we got going is unsustainable. He says, Mom's behind this. He says, no, she's not. She doesn't know I'm here. This is me trying to shift things between you and I because I realize now that you're not that kid that left home all those years ago. And I've been remiss not to acknowledge the new and improved you. And he's like, okay, who are you and what have you done with my real daddy? He said. He says, because you've never said a kind word to me about me to my face. He says, he said, I was trying to raise you like my dad raised me, and he rode me hard. He said, and I'm the man that I am today, and I figured I needed to do the same thing for my boys. You know, parents, kids don't come with manuals. Everybody's trying to figure it out. Everybody's trying to do what they need to do with the pain and the trauma that's been passed down to them. So parents aren't perfect. That's just all it is to it. But if they try, it would be nice to at least give them a chance. He's like, maybe what my choosing to do it that way wasn't good. He said, but it was always my intention to help you, he told Isaiah. Okay, now, Eva and Dr. Ra Rollins have sat down to have a conversation. But why? Let's see. She said, from your dad's point of view for a second, I want you to try to see things. That's what he told her. She's like, how is that? He said, we're having 2 kids on the OR at the exact same time, both hanging in the balance. It's a parent's worst nightmare. I mean, my kids are perfectly fine, but the image alone just scares me.
Are they still in high school?
He was asking about his kids. Are they in high school? He said, no, they're grown, but nothing changes. It's a job for life to protect them.
He's a doctor.
Eva says, he's a doctor. Shouldn't he get that I'm well now? He says, you're going to have to give him a minute at least. You and Kat were both in the OR, and there was nothing he could do. Well, now Ted is in overdrive. Let me pause and say this. I like Dr. Rollins. I didn't want to like Dr. Rollins, but I like Dr. Rollins. You know, when you're doing something other than pitch and boo with Nicole, you actually a good guy, I think. Okay, so Eva's thinking about it. She thanks him for that. I'll ease up on complaining every time he fusses over me. He says, nah, you're good with that. Not everyone takes the time to puff up somebody else's kid. Do yours know that they scored big time with you? He stops and thinks and says, we're doing fine. Dr. Rollins is nice. She said, Nicole is lucky to have a man like you. He says, no, I'm the lucky one. So listen. So when did it get decided that he was the pick and not Carlton? Because Carlton, you acting like she done chose you. I don't think she chose nobody yet now. Nicole, just because you spending more time don't mean that she done picked you, sir. All right, back to the diner.
Father-son throwdown like a Jacob and Naomi's wedding? More body language.
Okay, so Nicole and them over there watching, and they like, are we about to see a father and son throwdown like we did at the wedding? And they like, so far, it looks like they ain't really getting into it. Y'all so nosy.
Never thought I'd see that. Maybe there's something in the air.
Okay, so the girls are talking now. Hold on. Well, I should say the ladies. They're glad to see him breaking bread with his dad.
Or maybe it's the social emotional dynamics that are based in something deeper than vibes.
Okay. I want y'all to know. Okay, Nicole picked up that cup to drink out of it. Nicole drank out that cup too. Nicole put her bare mouth on the cup. Is there a reason why they can't have straws? Why can't they have straws on set? Do it don't look good in the cup, or what's the problem? Look like everybody around there drinking that straight out the glass. Okay, all right. Okay, so now she's about to start talking about something unexpected did happen in that arena. What arena? Let's see. She's like, was it a good surprise or what? She said it was good. What you talking about, Nicole? Oh, Lord. Okay, wait, we got to go back over here to Kyle and Eva. She asked if they could keep this chat between them. She don't want to hurt her dad's feelings. She's really feeling grateful to have him. He says, of course, and I'm sure he knows that. And by the way, you know what? Take it easy. You know, having a transplant is tough, and it's both hard emotionally and physically. She says her head keeps going to all the work that's piling up at the practice and at the clinic. He said, I'm sure your father has everything handled at work. He said, you said you were looking for a new manager at the clinic? So I was interviewing candidates before the tornado, but the few who applied weren't the right fit. But Derek left big shoes to fill. He says, of course. She says, look, I need someone who knows their stuff and who also has a heart and won't look down on the people we serve. Hold on one second. He said he's sure the right person is going to show up. Why do I feel like one of Dr. Rollins' sons is about to show up? What y'all think? I think we're going to get a new cast member. And it's going to be one of Dr. Rollins' sons. What y'all think? Then Shanice walked around the corner. She's like, here I am. I know you're waiting for me. Here I am.
Do you need to give me a moisturizer recommendation, or does that glow your sporting?
Okay, so now Eva's like, girl, you're glowing. Do you need to tell me what moisturizer you using or something, girl? What's going on? He said she asked her to have something to do with her dad. She's like, we're on the clock. And every second is dedicated to you and not me, so let's go.
I'm looking forward to it.
Okay.
I thought I had them both
Back to the
together.
diner.
Carlton was making the big play for my heart.
Okay, wait now. Wait, girl. Wait, slow down. Slow down, Nicole, because we talking about the two men. We need to know what you're saying. Hold on, girl. She said, I thought I had them both figured out. Carlton was making the big play for my heart, and Kyle was strictly funds. And after the tornado, Kyle came over and just laid with me all night. Just like that. Kyle is what I need to be. He was where I need to be when I need someone to be safe. And baking the cakes is still scorching. And she says, it is. Vanessa says, you have a winner. She says, when you going to let Carlton down? She says, I'm not. She's like, wait, well, no. But Kyle is filling all your needs. He is the key to this place. Y'all baking up the cakes and everything. You connected. What's going on? I mean, what you talking about, girl? She's like, what I'm missing? The part where I don't want to stop having the time of my life with both men. Ooh, Nicole. Ooh, Nicole. Now, Nicole, I know you ain't learned none of this down to the Tougaloo College. Tougaloo ain't taught you this. But anyway, girl, let's see what else. Because Vanessa's like, ooh. Over at the booth, though. He's like, where is this daddy that you trying to be now back in the day? He said, you could have not hauled your own kid downtown. I guess his dad locked him up years ago. He was like, I had to. It was the only way I could help you. You was acting a fool. He was like, so he thought he was trying to save face. He said, we can't keep on talking about the past. He said, I've worked on myself, Pops. You're still stuck back in time slamming who I used to be. And as long as you're there, I don't see how we move forward. You know, these two stubborn men, child. If y'all can't, what you did is what you did. What your daddy did is what you did. Y'all, that's what I keep saying even about this even cat thing. Can we just move on? I mean, really, do we have to keep talking about what somebody had did when somebody, it was done. Either forgive it or don't. Get off the pot and move on. But I know all of that takes time. Now, with Elon and his daddy, though, he's just like, I think that Elon just gets uptight every time his dad brings up the past. But y'all got to get to a point where y'all laugh about that stuff. Dad locked me up, took me to jail. Like, that should be something you should get to a point where you can laugh about, because he thought he was doing the best thing for you at the time. Because even to your own admission, you was acting a big fool back then. And if that's the thing that woke you up and turned you around, along with, running around with Joey, then oh well. Okay, so meanwhile, Malone's still over here playing Jacob. He says the informant we had fell out and we're back to square one and we losing time. We need to get someone in here now. Jacob said, it's not going to be me. I need to stick close to home right now. Okay, back over here with her mama now. Naomi got the BRCA gene.
The girls were tested. She was clear.
She didn't tell us because she didn't want you to.
And she didn't tell you because she didn't want you to know or any of us to worry. Jacob was undercover. There was a lot going on. Anita says, just when I thought we were out of the woods, the hits keep coming. First you, and now my granddaughter inherited this curse from me. He says, it's not your fault, love. They try and tell it's not her fault. She said, well, it feels like it. I would give anything to spare you both. Danny says she blamed herself too when she first heard it. And she cried enough tears for everybody. She did, but Naomi doesn't want our tears or our guilt. She don't want none of that. She says she's holding up with grace. But we didn't see the part where she fell apart. And I hate that she had to do all this on her own. And she was like, oh, poor girl. Anita is so upset. She says, but when you see her, the one thing she can't handle is us feeling sorry for her. This is her journey. And she's going to need all of us there to help her. Whatever comes. And on her terms. He says, we're here for whatever she needs, Verna says. Anita says, I'm not going to hide my fear from her. And I will cool it on the pity. But for now, they told her to let it out and she started crying. Anita do a good crying. She do, girl. You almost made me cry again looking at this girl. Stop now, Anita. I need you to calm down. Back to Ilana's daddy. He says, I haven't changed. The man I used to be wouldn't have called you at all. He says, good job. You get points for attendance, Isaiah says. He says, what do you want from me, Isaiah? He says, for us to communicate. You and your father didn't. We haven't. Can you stop dictating and just be my pops here in the present so we can break that cycle? Your daddy a police officer, a police chief, and he fine. He says, so what you learned? He says, what you learned at fancy college? He said, I've learned it long before that. But yeah. I've seen tons of kids come through my office doors, pushed to the limits by their parents' expectations. I got to teach them how to set those aside and focus on what's right in front of them, just like I had to do with you. Ilana's listening. He said, okay, you want the real? Yeah, give it to us. Let's hear it, Ilana. He said, you all torn up about Eva being in the hospital. I was struck at how big of a distance it was between us. And to reach across that and hug my son, he said, when I hugged you, it let me know it was time to close that gap for good. And I'm overdue for saying it, Isaiah, but I'm happy that you found something that you're good at. That's rewarding and respectable. That's all I ever wanted for you, son, because see, what you don't know is that your daddy is low down on the police force. I wonder what's going to happen when that comes out, that you a dirty cop, which I keep praying that you're not, Ilana. I keep hoping that you and Malone have really just been playing along with something that's part of an undercover thing to be getting dirt on Joey and as much as you can. I keep hoping that it's that, because I don't want you to be a bad guy. You too fine to go to jail, sir. You too fine for Jim Bob.
Can I warm you up, or are you still hitting now?
Isaiah decides to stay and talk with his dad longer. That's sweet. Y'all got to learn. Time is precious. Time is short. If you got grudges and stuff you holding against people, let that stuff go. Just let it go, child. Make peace or let it go and walk away. Elon was glad that Isaiah decided to stay. He goes, so you think the Commanders got a chance this year?
I hope so.
Is that the name of the team in Washington? Is it the Washington Commanders or something? Because it's got to be that, because I don't know. All right, so now Shanice and Dr. Rollins are about to have another conversation. Let's see. He says, hey, I'm heading out. No, he says, no, he about to scrub in with Dr. Singh in a bit. He says, so what's up with the smile? She goes, what smile? Is Eva right? Is that Ted inspired? She just he. He says, I'm glad things are going well, my friend. He says, I didn't know I could have this. He says, now you know. You know, Ted said that, nope, I'm not want to talk about it. I don't want to jinx it. He says, then don't. I respect a little self-protect. Ted said he's falling in love with me. And I said it right back. I mean, she just burst right out. She was like, Ted said he's falling in love with me. And I said it back. Oh, my God. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, Shanice, girl, you about to get hurt, girl. Because you got the tingles and the feels and everything. And yeah, this about to get ugly. And then you know what? She going to end up over there working at the clinic for Leslie.
That's a big step.
He says a big step. Congrats. Door dings, and it's Nicole. I was just thinking about you. How was Dallas? He said Dallas was good. Now I'm ready to get home. She's like, I like that you call Barrington home. I like that you call this home now. How was the time in California with your boys and all of that? He says maybe one day they'll move closer. In the meantime, I'm still getting newly acquainted with my amenities. She goes, am I one of those perks? He goes, oh, you're a lot more than that. Come to my office and show and tell me more. Child, you won't be knowing all this be going on down to the hospital. Okay, I don't understand. Why is Malone pushing Jacob? Why do you got disdain for this young man? He goes, you still spending all your spare time tracking down the impaler? He goes, that's not why I'm turning down the Jessup thing. I have a few other things going on that I can't get into that I need to focus on. I can't go dark for that long. He goes, understood. I just want you to have first dibs. If you change your mind, he says, I won't. But thanks, Marcel, for real. He don't need to be doing that. You take yourself down there and do it. Okay, Anita still, she getting herself together.
You pulled through this, and Naomi and I are not sick.
We cannot get worked up over
He said, we can't get over something that hasn't happened yet.
or, God willing,
Or that may not happen at all.
Listen to your wise husband.
Yeah, she says she good, she good. Don't you have a dean to talk to about a lecture? Go on about your business now. She said, I would love sometimes for mom. She want to talk to her mother. Girl, you think you want to talk to your mama because your mama going to be on about you in that bill situation. Girl, you about to get to confessing. This is your confession. Okay, stay in here and talk to your mama. Let's see what happens. Why must all three of us have it? She says, we're all warrior women, and that's why we're going to survive this. Naomi is going to have to do what you're already doing. Never miss an appointment or a screening. Be proactive. Danny said that isn't an issue. Except that it is. Girl, here you come with some more stuff. Naomi is researching every aspect of this. She go, okay, just like you did when you first found out, right? You went and had a mammogram. You talked to the doctor about all the options. He says, no, she's doing that with a vengeance. She says, why do you say that like it's a bad thing? I'm trying to respect Naomi's boundaries, and I came by this information secondhand, she says. She says that anything parent isn't privy to that concerns their children or grandchildren. She says, you're right. And you need to know this because she needs that Anita Dupree guidance. Naomi is planning on getting a double mastectomy. And you have to talk her out of it. Anita looking like, what? Okay, now. All right. Elon is back down to the thing. He goes, how'd it go? He said it went good. No fisticuffs, so it was all right. He said, at least it was something. He says, good to hear, Dad. He says, I got to go, but I want to say sorry I couldn't take that case. He says, what case? He said, the undercover thing at Jessup. He says, oh, don't get at another thought. You got enough on your plate. Oh, Malone, you about to get it now. He turns around to Malone, because this man scowl better than anybody. He said, what's wrong with you? He said, bad lunch? Your reflux acting up? He said, you trying to rope Jacob into going undercover? He said, you can't baby him because he's your kid. He's a man. And he's good at what he does. You can't hold him back. He said, I'll decide when he's ready. I don't want my son shanked in the shower. And from now on, anything come across your desk, you bring it to me first. I'm the chief, and don't you forget it again. Okay, Malone, what was your reaction to that? Okay, Eva's back at her house. Isaiah comes in. She said that her physical therapy was hard. So tell me about your dad.
No one's sick.
She says no one's sick, no one's injured, but I don't know if Pops and I are. I mean, 1 minute we're back at the same old fight. The next he was telling me how proud of me he is. She's like, that's a good thing, isn't it? I'm not 100% I can believe it. He says, but you know, in the past, anytime we inch towards something, Pops returns to form. I'm going to pause and say, that's the same thing I said for Kat. I think that Kat is moving cautiously when it comes to her and Eva because the same thing. She's tried to trust it in the past and then something happened. She tried to do it and something happened. So she's moving cautiously where Eva is concerned, as she should.
Put in all this effort if he wasn't for real.
She said, your dad wouldn't be putting in all this effort if he wasn't for real. He said, I just have a feeling something else could be at play here. She's like, I get it. I know Mama loves me, sometimes fears, but she's always working an angle. Maybe just do what I do. And he says, what's that? You keep on keeping on in good faith. And the second he makes a move that doesn't feel right, you shut it down and you haven't lost anything. So again, I'm thinking, is that the reason why Eva moves the way she does with her mother, trusting her with some things, thinking that maybe she'll handle this okay because she's always promising that she doesn't change, but she don't. Perhaps that's just the way Eva's thinking. Maybe this time Mama's made a change. I want to try to believe in it. Okay, I'm going to say this little bit. But with Leslie, you don't have to give Leslie a whole lot of something. You can give Leslie a little bit, like Daddy's at home and he has something to drink. And you're not thinking that your mama going to go over there and try to take advantage of that situation. Although I know there's many of you who feel that that's exactly what she wanted to happen. But I doubt that very seriously, because why does she spend the rest of her time telling her mother that she's embarrassing herself? You don't need to do that. You need to leave Dad alone. Why don't you move on? So that's why I can't get on with that line of thinking where that is concerned.
But if he's really in,
Eva says, if he's really in, having a halfway decent relationship with your father isn't the worst thing, is it? He says, in addition to being the baddest woman on the planet, you're pretty brilliant. She says, you just not figuring that out. Oh, they so cute. All right, now over in Nicole's office, her and Kyle was in there kissing and carrying on. He said, I might just have to go away again to get a home welcoming like that. She says, don't you dare. I missed you. He said, I missed you. How was your week? Way too eventful. I thought I was done with being surprised, but life has other plans. He said, you talking about Ted and Shanice? You know it's okay if you want to talk about them. He says, what about? She said, what about them? He said, I thought you knew. She said, knew what? Kyle. Ted and Shanice, they've gotten to the LOVE stage. Yeah. L is for the way you look at me. O is for the only one I see. Girl, you're in love, girl. They in love. The way they think about you. Girl, they in love. They in love. But anyway, let me keep going. He said, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to hit you with another surprise. She goes, no. I'm glad you told me. He says, I didn't mean to blindside you. She says, don't worry about it. But she is definitely unnerved. She don't want to hold hands no more. She ain't standing on there by you no more. She done walked away. She clambering her hands, clambering. Because see, listen, y'all got to stop making these knee-jerk decisions when it come down to love and life, baby. You need to take your time, decide what you want, what you do want. She ain't had to divorce this man while she was going through the, process. And you should have stayed married to your husband and figured out what you wanted and moved somewhere and told him to move somewhere while y'all think about it. But girl, you was talking divorce when you got home that night from getting out the shower after the party. Even though I know it was big reason to be mad. But Ted been yours for 30 years. One no need you putting Ted out here being somebody else's problem. Cal said, "You all right?" She said, they've been all right. They've been together for a while. It's a natural next step. I don't know why I feel so strange. Hearing that he's in love with somebody else. He says, of course you're going to have those kind of feelings. You know, I told you all the first time I saw my ex-husband with his new wife, it was an odd feeling for me, and I had zero feelings for him. But it was odd to see my husband with somebody else as their husband. It was just it was just strange. I was like, my husband over there with somebody else, not your husband. It was just so strange. And don't nobody want him back, and nobody never wanted him back. But it was still strange to see your husband over there with somebody. Have any of you all ever experienced it? I don't mean like no boyfriend now, but I mean like, have you ever experienced like the first time you saw your ex-husband, or maybe a long time boyfriend for a long, long time, or a long time girlfriend for a long, long time, and then you see them with somebody else? Do you know what I'm saying? So I think she's having that was just like, ooh, he okay, because she know this is getting serious and where this is headed. He says, of course you're going to have some kind of feeling about it. Or were you mourning what you had? Were you holding out hope for you and Ted? Were you holding out hope, girl, for you and Ted? Was you, Nicole? I had said it, but Nicole, every time Ted trying to move on, girl, I guess you about to start having them dreams and stuff again, girl. And was you with Carlton that time you thought about Ted? Now it's gonna happen with you when you with Kyle. It is, girl. Just hold on, girl. It's coming for you. Let me get up here and read some of these comments and see what y'all been talking about. Hold on. Okay. Shanice is grinning so hard her earlobes are wet. Anita has such an elevated and elegant style. She does. She really does. Jasmine says, "Hey y'all, hey Miss Jen." Frank G Life says, "Oh no, Linda, not wet eyelashes." Rhonda Reed says, "Good evening, everyone." Hey Rhonda. June should have been with Ted. We don't need our June hurt by this man neither. But June would have seen through him faster. Because June is very discerning. Unicorn Straw said, "I need a straw." Unicorn Jim said, "I need a straw." Oh no, Linda, not wet earlobes. They do that. You know what, Rhonda? Rhonda, put your hand up here to the mic. Now you know that. I like Shanice. Did y'all see that video of that lady in the restaurant scraping stuff off her feet? And then she took her spoon and scraped the stuff and was scraping stuff off her feet. They was on a cruise and she was in the dining room doing that. And then after she took her fingernails and was scraping that stuff off her feet, she picked up her piece and was eating and put her fingers in her mouth. You know what? And people were sitting there with her at the table. Anita knows there's something else that's going on with Danny about Bill. Yeah, she can get to that later because it's written all over your face. Vanessa looked real cute today. She did. Vanessa been with the most of men on this show that you know of. You don't know that. I really liked Vanessa's hairstyle. June and Ted were on Saints and Sinners together. Their chemistry was evident on that show as well. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. Right, Coretta. All right. Right, we don't know Luke. Elon be looking extra fine every time he show up on this screen, okay? Matter of fact, let me just put his face up here. Hold on. Yeah, let's do that. His old fine self. Know you fine. Elon, no, he only has 2 sons. Y'all messy. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, and scholarships and research. Thank you, KB Mommy, for that. Elon is always extra fine, ain't he though? But I did, but soon forgot about Luke. Rhonda Reed says, Isaiah gets on my nerves. He takes no accountability for what he did in his past. I had to have kids to realize that there are things I could have done differently that my mom was doing when her mom was doing her best. Yeah, that's the truth. I completely forgot there was supposed to be 3 of them. Luke who? I don't know. Luke from General Hospital? Who will play Luke? I don't know. Now, don't do that. I'm the oldest and the littlest too. That's okay. Jasmine, I'm just saying that's surprising. I'm wondering, will Luke be taller? Will Luke be shorter? I wonder. But the mama, some of the kids everybody got to take after somebody. But you know what's funny? In my dad's family, and there were a lot of them. All of the guys were tall except one, and he ain't really short, but it's just next to his brothers he was shorter. Frank G. Life, okay. Children don't come with manuals, and neither do parents. That's right. It'd be different if you were born with a manual, and then you could say you didn't even follow the manual. It said on page 137 to never talk loud to me when I'm about to go to bed. It said on page 16, but no, nobody comes with manuals. Keisha says, good evening, everyone. Hey, Keisha. Rhonda Reed says, ew, be on purpose. And Rhonda Reed, they're saying hello. Oh, my stepped away for a minute. Hi, Belinda. Okay, you guys are saying hello. Danny is guilty. She is guilty. Belinda Hill reminds you guys to hit the like button, please. Let me make sure that I do that over here as well. Let me hit it. I just hit it. So now we have 28 likes. And I'm going to go and support myself on my other device and hit the like button over here as well. Now we have 29 likes. Okay, thank you for that reminder, Belinda. Jacob said he wished he had some bleach after overhearing that conversation. Yeah, I know. Over there talking about all them handcuffs and stuff. Alton Davis says, if Eva can tell the truth to Kat that she was right about her, why can't she come clean to Martin, Nicole, and the rest of the Duprees and the Richardson family? Wait a minute, let me understand this. If Eva can tell the truth to Kat that she was right about her, why can't she come clean to Martin, Nicole, and the rest of the Dupree Richardson family? Why does she need to do all that? I'm lost. I mean, Eva needs to come clean to Martin, Nicole, and the rest of the Dupree family, Richardson family. Gone June, she is faking it. All the cakes, okay. Yeah, June was checking out Elon. She was like, Rhonda, I don't know who you were giving applause to. I wish I had known at the time because I said the other night you started something new. Rhonda is giving applause to somebody for something in her comment. I don't know what it was for. Miss Jen, that's so true. There's no, I think it was about the parents and children. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. Okay, Miss Jen, that's so true. There's no handbook on how to be parent. It's not. I've always had a soft spot for Dr. Rollins. Nicole want both of them. She want all of them, not both. She want all of them because she want Ted too. Like Dr. Rollins too. I don't like him and Nicole as a couple. Nah, he don't need her. Well, all her friends are them. I know what you're saying. I enjoyed the conversation between Eva and Dr. Rollins, but we did get a bit of information about his family. Yeah, and got to see a different part of him as well. If one of Dr. Rollins' sons comes on the scene, perhaps he could be the new love interest for Kat. Could be, because, they're going to be expanding these roles. I told y'all, it's going to be 50-50 over here on this set. Tougaloo ain't had no parts in Nicole's new point of view. Girl, Tougaloo might have a class on it because she real good at it. Once again, Nicole needs to sit down and be single for a while. She's headed for Heartbreak Hotel. If she thinks she can keep this triangle going indefinitely, go ahead, Nikki. I ain't mad at you. Jasmine said, do your thing. Belinda Bias, yes, Nicole is greedy. She likes her pound cake and ice cream and some chocolate on top of it. She do. Dr. Rollins might get hurt. He's playing it cool, but he's vested. Yeah, he is. Now, y'all told me how to say this. At Angel. I done forgot how to say this already. Y'all put the thing down there before and I done forgot. I'm going to have to watch on the replay. I definitely think Isaiah is still mad at his dad's arrest. The two of them, yeah, they can let it go. I mean, Isaiah, let it go because you was a bad tale of youngster. That's like people. I done heard some family members talk about whippings that they got, but I'm about to tell you something. They was bad, and you had the whooping coming. You should have went and got a switch. You need to got a switch. You deserve a switch because I seen it. I know what you was doing. That's that Emmy-nominated cry to not be confused with what Vanessa attempts to do. You know what? Be on purpose. Now you and they could have had nominated Lynette. I's glad is stay. I am true. I'm too. I just saw true in her statement. I'm like, I am true. Honestly, Nicole is keeping Kyle and Carlton in limbo because she's holding back because Nicole wants Ted back. She don't know she want him back yet. She don't know that her heart belongs to Daddy. Yes, the Washington Commanders. Okay, that's the real team. Okay. Shanice got all the feels today. She do. She feel good all over. I see why she couldn't tell Ted she loves him. She shouldn't have. I predict Ted and Nicole, they're going to reunite all right. Ted and Nicole may not get together, but they going to get together.
So much fun baking cakes. So much fun baking cakes. Whee!
Oh, they going to get together. I hope that we can be together soon. They can get ready. They're going to be back together real soon. Just hold on. It's coming. It's coming. All right, now. Let me get back to these comments. Malone and Jacob never liked each other. Yeah, but I don't understand why you're trying to put his life in jeopardy. Why must his life be on the jeopardized? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Nicole did not like that at all. She's not over Ted. I do not claim to own anything. If you all heard anything over the mic, I was not purposely trying to play that. I was talking over it. So please don't come from a video. I'm not trying to use anything, misuse anything, none of that. Just trying to comment on the show. Okay, Baby Come Back. Baby Come Back. That song, any kind of fool will see. I was wrong. I just can't stay without you. Nicole wouldn't be rather dense to pine for a man who could date a cocoa bird like Dana Leslie. Now, Leslie wasn't always a cocoa bird. She wasn't. She might have been a cuckoo bird. She wasn't always a cuckoo bird. She wasn't. She was nice at first. And then, then love made her crazy. Hello, Miss Jenna Monte, Erica J. DJ K8 TY says Marcel trying to get Jason kilt. Like a kilt that you dance with or put the clay in. Yeah. Or the kilts that you wear over in Ireland. I'm saying that for the sake of the AI. Watch out, Miss Jen. Beer Belly Bill gonna get jealous about you digging on Leah. I don't care. I'm digging on him. You digging on you. He digging on you. I'm digging on him. He digging on me. If Nicole can do it, I can do it too. I could have two. I could have two. I got two lovers and I ain't ashamed. I could do the same thing as she did. Anything she could do, I could do better. Anything I can do better than you. Miss Jen, who's it going to be, Elon or Bill? Elon is easy on the eye. Excuse me, Erica J. Bill is easy on the eyes too, man. Most of the guys on the show, except for Bill and Elon, are not that much taller than their ladies, and it's okay. It is. It's fine. If Danny, actually, tall people don't work well in movies and TV. Tall people lose roles for being tall because it messes up the sight line for shooting. That's why Bill has to sit down a lot in scenes with people because it's hard to get both of them in scene without exposing what's above what you're supposed to see, because ceilings are not real on sets and stuff. So yeah, you can lose a job for being too tall. If Danny loses Andre over this, Danny Dog Mess will become a full-blown alcoholic. Now y'all claim Danny ain't no alcoholic. She just drank a lot when she said it. Espresso is going to mocha a latte in our face 60-30. Watch this space. Wait a minute now. Espresso is going to mocha to latte in our face 60-30. Watch this space. I know what you're saying. It's going to happen slow. Uh-huh. Pound, pound, pound. I don't know what that means, but okay. I don't know what that means, but okay. Okay. All right. But anyway, that's what had happened was today over here on the thing. Don't you all forget, let me go over here and see if my thing uploaded. Give me 1 second, you guys. I'm going to go over to YouTube and see if my thing uploaded.
This is the sun hat that actually covers your face. The wide brim protects your cheek.
Videos. Yes, it uploaded. Yay! My video uploaded for the contest. So I need for y'all to get out there and share my video with the people. And I'm going to play it again for those who may not have got to see my video for the, let me tell you, because you might not have been here yesterday. Okay, so Beyond the Gates is doing a contest called One Winner, One Role. Want to win a guest spot on the CBS hit show and a trip to the Atlanta set? Here's how. Post an original video showing how you interact with the show. Tag the NAACP, But anyway, I was like, put a video together talking about how I interact with the show. Ooh, that's easy peasy. Here you go.
In the Beyond the Gates community, one group has gained a reputation for going beyond the recap. They call themselves the Gatekeepers. Their leader is known only as the Gatekeeper-in-Chief, Miss Jen. This is her story. Miss Jen, you host a channel called So What You Think, is that right?
I mean, how y'all know my name anyway? You ain't got my full government, do you?
Who are the gatekeepers?
Yes, we are the gatekeepers, the original gatekeepers, because we've been that since month 1. Don't get it twisted.
Is it true that your gatekeepers dress up for all the events on Beyond the Gates?
Yes, my YouTube members dressed up for the cotillion and for the Winterfest. And what's the problem with that? We looked good.
We heard you've been behind these gates talking to people.
I mean, I've interviewed a few people from over there on the show, yes. Who told you that?
You don't ask the questions, we do.
You don't ask the question. Now what? I'm sorry.
See that? Why should they pick you to win?
I recap this show live Monday through Friday, and on Friday nights, we have a live panel discussion about Beyond the Gates.
Why you digging up dirt on the Duprees?
I mean, I created a trivia game around Beyond the Gates, but I ain't digging up dirt on nobody. Just facts. Just the facts.
So you be gossiping about the people, but you want them to pick you for the contest.
I mean, is it against the law to gossip about these doggone Duprees? I mean, what they gonna do? Sue me for defamation of make-believe character? They not real.
But we know you're not fair with your gossip, Miss Jen, because can't nobody say nothing about Bill on your
Okay,
page.
I mean, that is true. I don't let nobody say nothing about Bill over on my page.
I don't see why not, because Bill ain't worth 10 cents.
Wait, what you say about Bill? Baby! Oh! I'm sorry, but you started it. Don't talk about Bill. Don't do that.
Ma'am, can we get back to the interview for the
I'm
contest?
sorry. I'm trying to see where they do this at.
Why would you imitate the Queen, Anita?
That is a lie. I have never imitated Anita Dupree. She is an articulate.
Now see that?
But do you think they're going to pick me?
We don't know.
But I feel I should tell you that I do have some acting under my belt. I do. I've taken one entire acting class. I did. And I aced it.
Okay, shoot your best shot.
I've been here recapping this show live every single day since the day it started. Whatever they're doing on the show, we're doing on the show. I've even created my own award show for this show called The Gaties, because we call ourselves the Gatekeepers. And the Emmy people don't always get it right. We have to reward our actors. We are actors because we love them. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not outworked. I might be outnumbered, but I'm not outworked. I'm not outdevoted. All right, now, that's it. Are y'all finished? Because I got to go. Are y'all the reason why they haven't approved my application down to the country club? Because you know they hold stuff like this against you.
Vernon Dupree holding your application. He had us look into you.
Yeah, I'm going to need your badge number. Thank you for the consideration, and I do hope to hear from you guys and that I'm the winner. All right, bye. All right, I so enjoyed making that, even though, you know, it took a lot of my time. But anyway, I hope the people like it. I hope the people pick me. I hope the people pick me. I hope the people pick me. Okay, so Miss Jen, your love angel Your love angel. Let me see if I can write this down somewhere, child, because you know it's gonna take me a minute to get that one together. Your. How is it your? Let me look at this again. Oh, forget the 8 part. The at. Your love angel. Okay. It's at. Child, where my pen? Hello, pen that writes. Do I have one over here that writes? Yes, under my computer. Hold on. Give me a second. Okay. Slid up under my laptop. Okay, so it's at your love ANG angel. Okay, I see what you're saying. Your love. If I write it down, see, that might help me remember it. Your love angel. Okay, I'm gonna leave it right here for now, so that the next time I'm on here and I see it, I know to snatch my little paper from up under my computer and be like, what is that again? All right. Jasmine says, good luck, Miss Jen, on your video. It's cute, funny, and super creative. Fingers and toes and eyeballs crossed. Thank you. Erica J said, that's my favorite part, with slapping them glasses sideways. Fantastic job, Miss Jen. Thank you guys so much. All right, let me pull up my notes here so that I don't forget to say anything. Thank you guys so much for coming over here and tuning in with me yet again another day, because you ain't got to be here. I know that you choose to be. What's your favorite part from the episode today? Be sure to write that down in the comments for those of you in the replay game. Do you think that Nicole wants that old thing back? Huh? Has Shanice made a mistake saying she loved Ted? Girl, I think you should have kept it to you. This is why they building you up, girl, just to let you down. Will Isaiah and his father find peace? Finally, that would be nice. Nicole, why you don't want to choose one of these men, girl? You playing games too. You playing the same games Ted playing. Do y'all understand Ted playing the same game she playing? She just playing it with more than one person. I'm just saying. Anyway, and I also want to know, do y'all think that Malone has it in for Jacob or his daddy? Or why are you trying to push this boy into the lion's den? Because no police officer wants to be caught in general population in a jail, in a prison. Because ain't nobody there to save you once those doors close and clink and clank. And they do what they want behind them up in those prisons. If they can have telephones they ain't supposed to have, and if they can have clothes and food and everything else they ain't supposed to have, what make you think they can't get rid of one little police officer? Especially if the dirty crowd is against him. That's bad. So I hope not. Anyway, before you go, be sure to hit the like button for me. Please share the video that I put up of my contest video, so that it can get out there in the algorithms. You know what I'm saying? Let it get out there. Put it on your pages, and post it on Facebook. Put it on your Instagram. Please, you have my permission to do so. Yes, you do. And anyway, just thank you guys so much again. I want to thank the whole gang for everything that you do here every day.
Belinda Hill, KB Mommy, Bilo Didi, Elaine T, Cousin Linda, and the Radio Maniac. Thank you.
Special shout out to Miss KB Mommy, who always has my back with that disclaimer on deck, always ready to load it up and have it all fired up and ready to go. Thank you so much. All right, you guys, that's it. I'm going to get ready to get out of here, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. I love you tomorrow. Belinda says subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet. Jasmine says that Malone is pushing Jacob was strange. It was, wasn't it? DJ K says it was okay for Shanice to say she's falling in love with Ted, but Ted keep protecting his heart. Yeah, she was like, I love you. He was like, what you said. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. I ain't about to tell you first, no way. But if I did have bumped my head and fell down 3 times and said it to you, and then you came back with some think stuff, I wouldn't even want it no more. You can keep it forever and ever, okay? Because then I'd be feeling like you just saying it because you feel pressured or something. Ain't nobody got time for that. But anyway, I do hope that you guys are having yourselves a great day. And if not, remember that there's still some time. I feel better than I did when I first clocked in, because I'm telling you, I was sitting up here going, I am not in the mood for this today. I do not feel like doing it. But I push myself to do it anyway, because I think that it's good. You know what's a good interview to watch? Kiki Palmer has a YouTube channel called Is Kiki Shepherd Baby, or Baby is Kiki Shepherd, or something like that. But she just did an interview with Oprah that was fantastic. Watch that interview. It was such an encouraging and inspiring interview. Watch that interview. It was really good. All right, you guys. Anyway, I hope you're having a good day. And I will see you guys tomorrow. I might be on earlier tomorrow. And yeah, I think I might. I feel like sitting in my living room tomorrow. So I might sit up front tomorrow. I think I'm gonna have some because usually I'm in my room doing these, but I might sit up front and do it tomorrow. I have to see how I feel. See if I got the house to myself. That's what I'm gonna do. All right, but anyway, I'll talk to y'all later, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise now. All right, talk to y'all later. Bye.
Okay, that's it for today. They're closing the gate, so I've got to close this door until tomorrow. See you then. Bye-bye.